Are the flight sim crashes done? Let's find out in this video with release notes 1.9.50 for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Hello, this is Bwana from Bwana.tv, and I want to talk about the release notes for 1.950, the new patch that just came out for Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's a highly anticipated patch because I think in the history of this game, it's only been out a few weeks, this state or the state of the game that it's in right now is probably the most unstable for a lot of different people. And one of the biggest bugs that I had and a lot of other people had, it was kind of twofold. The VFR map, the map that you bring up when you hit V, that was causing crashes to desktop with no errors at all. And also there was crashes related to the smart cam. The smart cam, which is a cam that's automatically, is programmed to automatically look at points of interest. So if you pass by an airport or a certain landmark, it will automatically focus on that. The problem is that the smart cam was doing this without the user's input and it would cause crashes. So those are the two issues that I had the most of. The VFR map you can kind of get around, but the smart cam one was very unpredictable. Thankfully, those two items are like the top two or in the top three bullets of the release notes. The first bullet is that the VFR map should no longer cause crashes during flight, so that's great. And the second one is avionics screens or buttons in the cockpit should no longer be turned off randomly. The ghost cockpit, if you've never experienced this, it is very, very creepy. A lot of these bugs were caused by, some people thought they were caused by multiplayer, because when you get into a multiplayer session, the theory was that when somebody else interacted with their airplane, it would also interact with yours. So people would turn off things at the airport and it would turn off your screen as well. So you'd be flying and screens would just randomly turn off, or avionics would randomly turn off. Personally, autopilot and avionics would just randomly turn off. And I one time I left my desk and I came back and everything was off and I was crashing. I was like, what? And I only left for like a couple of minutes. So hopefully that has been completely resolved. And finally, the third point, crashes related to the use of smart cam have been fixed. And I did do a test flight last night on my stream at Bwana.live, and I did not have any crashes to desktop, thankfully. But I do have multiplayer off. I do have AI models off, and all the different settings that they have. I don't remember them all offhand, but there was a bunch of different workarounds that formed as of 1.94 or the previous patch, whatever it's called. And I had all that on, so it could have been caused by that. I didn't turn multiplayer on, I didn't turn any of that stuff on, but still I had no crashes. Well, no software crashes. You know what I'm saying. All right, the next point is airports. Nav navigation data has been updated, so that's good that they're getting a data refresh. Now, I did have sort of a hiccup last night in this area as well. I'm using the Navigraph AirAct data that comes with a Navigraph subscription. I have the AirAct 2011 and I have that installed, but I saw a discrepancy when I was trying to plot a route, when I was trying to create a flight plan between the data in the FMC in the Airbus A320 and the data that I had in little nav map, and they weren't matching. Certain stars were missing, and we couldn't figure it out on my stream. And I don't know if it's a result of this Nav navigation data update or what, but I reinstalled the Navigraph data and it still was occurring. So it could be a bug with the Navigraph data. That is a beta product, so the Navigraph folks may have to update their stuff to support whatever changes Flight Sim made. There are some UI changes with the content manager, simultaneous downloads, and airport icons, and aerodynamics. There was an update there as well. Autopilot pitch oscillation has been reduced in some planes. I'm looking at you, Cessna Longitude and Cessna CRJ, and a bunch of other planes were, and the 747 and a lot of the planes that if you've flown them, you know what this is, where autopilot and the trim just goes nuts and you just start dolphin diving in the air. It's kind of funny to funny to watch. So hopefully that's been resolved. Multiplayer has been deactivated in the Japan Discovery flight. Some quality of life updates in the marketplace and some world updates as well. So as I stated on my live stream, this patch wasn't that huge. It was addressing some of the more critical issues, and I think some people were disappointed because it didn't fix a lot of the long-standing bugs. But if you pay attention to the dev updates that come out every Thursday, the developers are really clear on their roadmap as to which bugs are going to be released, which bugs are going to be addressed during each release. I saw which ones were going to be updated this week, and I was like, well, it's not going to be that big of a patch, but hopefully most of the crashes will be resolved. So far, I'm able to fly again. I'm able to play with On Air. I can't play with NeoFly because NeoFly is having its own issues independent of Flight Sim. that have to do with Bing Maps and APIs and stuff. But I'm able to play again, so this is great news. Good first impressions for this release notes 1.950. Let me know what you think in the comments. How's it going for you? Are you still crashing? Are you still having issues? What other gripes that you guys may have? Let me know. Thanks for watching the video. Please comment, like, subscribe, and join our Patreon, patreon.com/Bwana. We do have merch. We got a mug there waiting for you. It's a good coffee mug. It has good coffee in it. I think you'll enjoy it. Take care, guys. Have a great day. I'll see you next time.